Hello, YouTube family. I hope you're all doing well this morning. It's about 4 a.m. here in Birmingham. And I just needed to make a video. Before the video starts, if anybody sees this, that's a childhood wound from where I busted my head open on a wooden bunk bed when I was 2 years old. Knocked me clear out, and that explains a lot, I'm sure. But I've got you. I'm at my vanity, and I've got my vanity lights on, and it's showing my blue eyes better than the what's that thing called? The ring light. But excuse me, this thing's trying to get infected. I shouldn't have pierced it on chemo. I know better. Anyway, I know I talked about this on another video that I made. I've got my attorney involved in the whole not renewing my lease. And I emailed the apartment manager. And I was like, you won't tell me why or who or what. So I'm going to tell you what I'm going to say. I want to talk to these investors you talk about all the time and let them see April, not my rent check, well, draft, and not just an apartment number. I want them to see April, the cancer patient, with no hair, no eyebrows, and no hair anywhere else. Let them look at me as a human. Because guess what? And I knew I was going to cry. As many apartments as there are, there's very few that I can afford. They don't even call you back. When you go on Apartment Finder, they don't call you back. I could fight to keep my apartment. But I don't want to be somewhere I'm not wanted. They've quit doing my maintenance. And I've got till September 30th. But I won't be here that long. I'm going in my vehicle. And I'm going to drive my ass all around town to the apartments that I like. And I'm going to go to the leasing center and say, I've been waiting for weeks for you to hear my message on your phone, and the inquiry, which usually won't get you people off the phone, calling me 24/7, trying to rent me an apartment. I still don't know why. They will not tell me why. I've never been late on a rent payment. I don't have any problem paying my rent. I make plenty to pay my rent. But it's on the highest end of the rent that my income will afford. And if I go to another apartment, it's probably going to be smaller. still better than somewhere that doesn't want you. I don't know if I'm in a remodeled apartment. I mean, it was stripped down to the studs. When I moved in on October 1st last year, right before my diagnosis in November, I moved from a unit that was 1974 style into gutted down to the studs. They even came back in and took my white appliances out and put black appliances in because the countertops are black, and that's my favorite color. So no complaining here. But I've never paid a late payment. I've never had police call to my apartment. Nobody lives with me that they don't know about. I don't have an animal they don't know about. I've never went public online, like on Google, and do a bad review. I don't put anything outside I'm not supposed to put outside. I mean, hell, I stay in this apartment all the time. That's why it's decorated like it is, because all I've got to do is sit and think of things that I want to decorate or redecorate. And it gets expensive, and I got to quit doing that. But I've decided that I'm not even going to give them till September 30th because I was told that I could leave, gladly let me out of my lease anytime they wanted. I've never got a warning note on my door, a noise complaint, nothing. And I don't understand. And they don't have to tell me. And my lawyer, he just can't get his ass in gear. So I'm done with him. The only reason I was with him is because he was free. Because he did my divorce. And he wants them to wait until September 30th and then start the eviction process. And I asked him, was he crazy? Because if I have an eviction in my records, then guess what? I don't get anything rented to me. And I can't buy anywhere until 2024, July. So 2 more years. I have to rent. People are wanting $1,500 to rent a trailer, a mobile home, in a seedy part of town that looks nice on the inside, but 1975 on the outside. And I'm not going to live like that. Number one, I can't afford that rent. Mine's less than $1,000, but more than $900. And I have alimony and disability. So I'm going to be wheels to pavement looking, because I can't make them let me stay. I'd literally just told the woman a week before that I was going to stay here for 2 more years. So you've got guaranteed income from this apartment for 2 more years. And then I get that. I've never even been down to the office other than the day she gave me that letter. And I was on the way to the emergency room. Because that's the day after I lost 3 hours of my life and won't ever get it back, and nobody can figure out what did it. But it hasn't happened again. But moving, I don't have anybody to help me pack. So once I find somewhere, if I find somewhere I like, I will fill out an application that day, find out my move-in date, and go ahead and tell them downstairs they can go themselves. And I'll tell the people that are on their little investor, they can themselves too, because they're about to see me flip the bitch switch. That's what we call it. It's probably the bipolar disorder, but when I get pissed off at somebody, they're going to know it. And I am devastated. I am so depressed. Because then after that, I found out that I'm going to have more chemo. I'm sorry. Moving is expensive. September last year, I packed myself. I wasn't going through chemo. I didn't know I had cancer. But that man's killing me. My bald head. But I packed the whole apartment up. I did it all by myself. But I can't. Not this time. And I may be able to get my sister and my mom to help me. And my sister and my mom both live an hour from me. But even if I do have to pay movers, literally, to move me a mile, maybe a mile and a half from here, just to move me 2 doors down, with me packing myself, and the boxes were ready when they got there. They just had to pick up boxes, put them on a trolley and dolly, not a trolley, and push them down the sidewalk. I'm on the bottom level, no stairs. Out one door, by one door, and in another. Cost me $600. And you're at their mercy. There's no negotiation. You have no idea what I've spent on moving. Because they had to pack my big house. And did a shitty job at it. I'm estimating that it'll be at least $1,000 or more. And I don't know, but every time I put something saying that I don't have money to pay for this, and if I don't, they'll put my stuff out in the parking lot. And you have 48 hours to pick it up, or they dump it. Or give it to the Goodwill. People around will come get what they want. I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen. They'll lock you out of your apartment when the eviction is over. And you can't do anything about it legally. I just don't understand. I have a completely clear record. So, I want... If anybody can donate, I'm gonna start a GoFundMe so that I can get out of here as soon as I can, because I'm literally scared. There's been 2 drive-by shootings since I was here, and this is a good part of town, and I've got to stay near my doctors. And I really don't want to rent a house, because then you've got to cut the grass, and God knows I can't do that. I mopped my floors tonight, because all but 2 rooms, my bedrooms are carpet, but I had to vacuum those, and I had to vacuum the whole apartment, and then mop it. And then I literally had to go lay down on my bed. I was so tired. My heart was beating out of my chest. It's too hot to go out and walk. Just walking to the trash can and back. My chest is burning. This chemo is killing me. But I know it's killing me to save my life. I've also gotten 2 collection notices. I haven't said anything. They total up about $1,800. And then I find out that it's what I got approved for financial aid, charity care, or something like that I don't have to pay back. But there's some things that I still have to pay, and nobody told me that. Nobody sent me a bill until I started getting collections. And it hasn't hit I called UAB billing, and I told them, what's up with this? And they were like, you shouldn't have gotten those. Those should have came from us first. And I'm like, I've not gotten anything. I keep meticulous records of everything. And I think that's going to be taken care of, all but about $331. And I'm like, okay, there's just more. Every time I have to, that's money that I could have tried to save. But I don't have clothes that fit. I'm going to do would you guys rather for me to do a Walmart, like, wish list. I don't need any negative comments. Walmart wish list or Amazon. Amazon, you can get more things, and Walmart clothes, they done lost their mind. I mean, one tank top, $40. No. I will cut the sleeves out of my shirts before I do that. And so if anybody just wants Walmart, I will. But, I mean, it's just like anything is welcome. I've got my Venmo and my Cash App. But either way, I've got to move. Right in the middle of all this chemo. I can't handle the heat. And people touching my stuff. I'm going to get Walmart boxes delivered. And right before, I'm gonna order boxes. And then I'm going to order more boxes. Just stack them up. And do things like days before. Go ahead and pack up my bathrooms. Things that I'll need immediately. Because guess what? I won't have anybody to unpack it. I'll just have to leave them in a bedroom and just get one box when I feel like it. I'm sorry. It feels like everything that I do gets ruined. It makes me really, really nervous about having a PET scan. And I was supposed to have already gotten my mammogram results. And when I go out there, they say that you have to meet with the doctor. And I'm like, oh my God, there can be no way that I have breast cancer too. Jesus Christ. I didn't bring a Kleenex. But you've only got so much you can fight. And it's making me sick. I've had stomach issues. To the point where I can't leave my apartment. And nothing's working to make it stop. And the hot flashes. And me being depressed. I'm gonna just fall apart. And just for no reason. Well, I have plenty of reasons. But anyway, I'm gonna get off of here. Just tell me which one. Because my shoes are what's making me fall. And I'm gonna buy a pair of shoes. I got a couple of credits out on Amazon from returns where I've bought stuff and it not fit right or whatever, because nothing fits a woman that's 6'1" right unless she's the size of a pencil eraser. And yeah, I've lost a lot of weight, but I could lose that much more.